Hello, hi, good morning. It's kind of a gloomy day outside, so it is really dark in here. But hi, my name is Nelly and I'm an aspiring indie author, and I don't know, I just felt like vlogging today. I will say, last night I edited chapter 15 and I was like, oh, let me start 16. I did all of 16 and I'm so proud of myself, but also I'm kind of busy today, so I mean, that's not really because last night I started at like 8:30 and I still got it all done. So I'm probably gonna start around that time tonight too. But yeah, I don't know why I want to start this, but we're gonna start. I think I'm just gonna make this a week long. I'll update when I update. But it's 7:34 and I have class in 25 minutes. So we're gonna go. I think I'm just gonna waste some time on YouTube. Just wait for it. And then we got 3 hours in that class, so let's go. Hello, I was just grabbing a sweater, but I had my 2 classes this morning and then I have my next one in 20 minutes. But I started outlining, not really, but like kind of the second trilogy. It's the second series because the first one's not a trilogy. My second series, not really an outline, I was just adding a scene. If you don't know, if you haven't seen my other vlogs, the way this one is working is very different to the way the series I'm currently working on goes, and it's basically, I kind of have an outline for it, but then I also have a different sheet with specific scenes that I've already thought out, so I don't have it like fully written out, but I have it written out. So I just thought of another one, and I already know where it's gonna go, so I put that in too. So in terms of romance, I'm just looking at my like mini outline right now. In terms of romance, I pretty much have it all figured out. I have like maybe a few chapters that are a little iffy, but like in general, all figured out. The problem here is gonna be the external plot isn't all figured out. It's not even close to all figured out. So like the problem is gonna be, yeah, I have the romance figured out, and actually I have the first 7 chapters pretty much figured out, like tentatively. Like I might add another scene or so, but like pretty much figured out. So when I go in to write for Camp Nanowrimo, I'm going to be writing this book, along with like editing and outlining and all that stuff for other books, but like we'll talk about that later. So I have the prologue and the first 7 chapters outline, which should come out to, I don't know if that'll come out to exactly 25,000 words, but like, yeah, I don't think it'll come out to 25,000 words, but it should come out to a good portion of that, like probably 15,000 ish. I'm trying to think, how much should that be? Yeah, like 2,000 each chapter, maybe. Maybe. Because my first drafts tend to be a little bit short, which is why I'm like, And also, looking at this right now, chapter 1 doesn't actually have that many scenes in it, so anyway, about 15,000 words. And then I do have like other chapters outlined too, it's just they're not fully outlined and I've skipped around a lot. But going back to those first 7 chapters, I have them outlined, but a lot of it is like they're gonna talk about this, but I don't know what this is. So like I'm gonna get there and I'm gonna be like, but I need to know what this external plot is for me to be able to talk about this right now, you know? So I have like a week to come up with this external plot. Like I know what the external plot is, I just don't clearly have the reasoning behind it. So basically what I'm gonna do is, I don't remember which vlog it was it the random weekend one? That one is such a long vlog, I don't even want to go back and rewatch it right now to like see what I said in that one. But like I also like rewatching vlogs, like I do it for other people all the time because it's just like nice background. But anyway, I said in one of the vlogs that like getting Romancing the Beat has helped me because I had the romance in a certain way, and then looking at it I was like, no, actually I do want to switch this up, and it really helped me. But what I did is I started from the end because I knew what the like ending kind of was gonna be, and I just worked my way backward. So I think that's what I'm gonna do here, because I know what the climax is gonna be. So I think I'm just gonna take that and work backwards to see like the things I need to lead to that, because that's the problem I'm having right now. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna need something that's gonna end up leading to the climax, but because I don't really know what that is, you know. So I think I'm gonna work backwards, which is so funny because in the series that I'm writing right now, I didn't do that at all. I basically outlined straight through, like chronologically. I don't know if that's gonna happen when I go and outline the final book, but that's what I did for the first 3 books. But this one I'm doing very much sporadically, like just all over the place. And then I think the thing that's working best for me in this one is working backwards. And I think that's gonna work best for me in this entire trilogy, because in the second one, I don't know what the climax is going to be entirely in the second one, but I kind of know what the storyline is. But I need to know what the climax is going to be so I can start working my way backward. I don't really have the third one figured out at all. So hopefully I'll get that while I'm writing this one. But yeah, this was a very long-winded way of saying I just added to that, and it was so good. I really enjoyed it. Like, the writing portion isn't good. When I go to clean it up and actually write, it'll be nicer, but like, just the scene in my head, so cute. But yeah, I'm so excited. Also, I was just thinking this is a long clip, I'm so sorry, but I have the names for this entire trilogy already planned out. Like, not the name of the trilogy, but the names for each individual book, and I really like them. So it's gonna be it's so funny. Like, the series I'm writing right now has no names. Usually I do come up with names pretty fast, and it tends to be one of the first things that happen, or like around the beginning kind of thing. For the series I'm writing right now, for some reason it's not happening. Like, I do have like a list of names I've thought of, but I don't remember what they are. I don't know. But I will be editing tonight. But this was fun. I'm gonna try to come back to it and outline the external plot, because every time I come back to it to outline, I end up outlining the romance, and I'm like, yeah, the romance might still need a bit more, but the romance don't need any more right now. The external plot needs help. So I also need to focus on some world building. I also have tentative like publication dates for this entire trilogy, and it's still a while away, so I'm not worried about it. Like, it's not stressing me out at all right now. But okay, now I'm gonna go. Should I be doing my assignment, both of my assignments due within the next couple of days? Yes. Did I just purchase the Self-Pub Volume 2 from Katie so I can start with these videos? Yes. So I'm gonna tell myself I'm not gonna binge these videos, but I'm gonna binge the videos. So honestly, I don't even care. Hello friends, we're in the kitchen and I'm heating some water, and I just went up. I have like my noodles up in the cabinet. I have like 3 different types, so this was the only one I haven't tried yet, so I was like, oh, I want to try it. So I take it out. Everything's in Mandarin. I was like, Linda. I have a friend who is from China and her name's Linda. I was straight up about to send her a picture of this. I was gonna be like, what does this say? But lucky for me, I have no idea what it says, but it says 3 to 4, which means 3 to 4 minutes. That's all I needed. So we're gonna try this. One of the ones I have is like the spicy one that you can find at Target. I got these all from the Asian market, but you can find at Target, and that one's like good. I really enjoyed that one. The other one I got, I've only ever seen at the Asian market. Literally destroyed my mouth. The first time I didn't know, so I put the entire packet of sauce in it. I couldn't finish it. It destroyed my mouth. The second time, I was gonna put like a third of it in, and I accidentally put half of it in. Really hot. But I could eat it. Like, I could manage all of it. So I think the best spot for me in that one is gonna be like a third of the sauce into it, because Asians are crazy if they think they can eat that. Like, are you? Oh my god. But anyway, I don't know how it's gonna go. So I think I'm just gonna put like half of the sauce inside. Then we'll see if it's spicy. If it's not spicy, then I'll put the rest of the sauce in. But yeah. It is complete. We are still binging this. I put like a little dash. I put like a bit of it, not even a third, probably not even a quarter of the packet. I was scared, okay? And I'm glad I did it, because you still get the flavor from this, but like, you don't burn your entire mouth. Like, I could feel the tingle on my tongue, but it's not burning my entire mouth. So, great decision. Also, I need to start my homework. So, maybe after this video. I just made a cup of coffee, and we have now moved down here. Let's pause this. Basically, I took like an hour and a half nap. It wasn't a real nap because I didn't actually take a nap. I was just lying down on my bed, and I had some of those videos from Katie's, you know, self-publishing pack that I bought, just playing in the background. So I wasn't really watching them, but I was kind of watching them. I was like listening to them. And then I started watching Graham Stephan just like react to some of these things. It's 7:45, and I think I'm gonna watch like one more video. I'm gonna like wait until 8, and then I'll start editing. So yeah. So I lied. I forgot that the company I work for kind of wanted me to do something today. So I'm gonna go do that. I would say hopefully it'll only take half an hour, but it'll probably take the entire hour. It's 8:01 right now. So I'll start editing at 9. But we also didn't get any more outlining done today. But I'm fine with that, because I feel like tomorrow I'll have a little bit more time. I keep saying this every day, but then I don't have time because I'm always tired. Like this week, I've been like judging out of everything, and I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I'm thinking if I can hustle out and edit until Friday, like I'll still continue to edit over the weekend, but I can give myself a little bit more time to outline, you know, like prioritize it a little bit more, because I do want to start on the 1st, even though like I don't have to, and I'm not trying to get to 50,000, but I do want to start on the 1st. So we've moved up to the bed because I heard a rustling in the corner, and I was like, hell no, I'm not staying on the ground. So okay, I'm sitting on my pillow right now, and it's uncomfortable. Hold on. Okay, so I started. It's 9:20. I started like 15 minutes ago, but like also I'm like kind of doing it because I keep obviously not in the headspace for this right now. This chapter is 2,057 words. Theoretically, I'm trying to get through 3,000 a day. So theoretically, I'm supposed to get through this entire chapter and like start the next one. I'm 180 words, 200 words into editing, and I'm like, okay, that's enough. Not into it. So, I think I'm just gonna give myself off. I put it in my schedule to start earlier tomorrow, because I think that is also a part of this, because I have it to start at like 8 p.m., 7:30, stuff like that, every night, and by then I'm like tired. But not also that, I usually have time before then where I just end up going on my phone and stuff, and if I do that, then I'm not gonna end up feeling, not always obviously, like yesterday I had a really good time, but like I'm not always gonna feel like becoming productive again. So I figure instead of giving myself that gap time, I'll do the before, and then I can, you know, have like that gap time. Sorry, my laptop is running out of charge, so I'm gonna grab the charger. But I can have that gap time afterwards. So like, instead of having it at like 6 p.m., I could just have it like 10 p.m. and then from like 10 to 12, I can kind of like rest and do YouTube and all of that good stuff. But I don't know. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start editing this vlog, just because I wasn't planning on vlogging today, but I just felt like it. So we're gonna see how long this is, because I think I'm gonna try to just throw it in for tomorrow too. And then yeah, I'm gonna royally fuck myself over for this word count by skipping today, but I can't. We'll see if I get a second burst later, but currently I cannot. Hello friends, I'm gonna take these off so there's no glare, but I completely lied in my last thing. I did upload the clips. I did not start editing. I'm watching just like random videos from Katie. I like watching her videos because it gets me productive. Like watching her work on her books makes me want to work on my books. And look, it worked because I'm not editing. But I pulled up my second series and I was complaining earlier. I was like, I don't know about this external plot. And I was saying how I want to work backwards. So I started a document for the external plot and I'm working backwards. So I put the climax and then I put all the things that are going to happen before that, essentially in like, this is what the scene is called. So like 2-3 words, and then bullet pointing underneath what's going to happen. I have what all of the scenes are going to be called. So I kind of have an idea of like what should happen, but I also don't have an idea of what's going to happen in the scene. So I'm trying to think like here's in the climax, I have what happened and I have why. But like, I don't know how to translate that into the scenes that I need beforehand. It's fantasy is so much harder than urban fantasy or contemporary, because here's the thing too. Before this, I had a series. It was gonna be a 5-book series, which is why I didn't really get into it, but also, I don't know, based completely on fantasy. And I was like, I kept pushing it because I was like, I don't want to do it. And then I thought of this one and I was like, no, but I really want to write this one, mostly because I thought of the characters. I have the characters for the other one too. It's just they're not as rich in my head, so it's like harder for me to focus there. I definitely think I will end up writing that series at some point, but not now. Anyway, fantasy is so much harder because I'm just like world building. I need a world. I need for the reasoning for this climax to happen. Like, what am I gonna happen? Like I know what's gonna happen. I just don't know what is gonna happen. And I'm sitting here just like looking at them as if looking at a blank bullet point is gonna tell me what's gonna happen. I don't know. I think what I'm gonna do maybe is start not under these, but just like on a fresh page, start bullet pointing a bunch of things that can happen that like can help with the climax, but they're just gonna be random bullet points, so I don't have to think about what order they're gonna go in. Because I think the thing that's really messing me up right now looking at this is I'm so focused on the order that like if I write something, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 8 things listed. If I write something under like number 6, then in my head, I'm gonna be too stuck on making 5 fit, like lead to number 6, that it's gonna like block me, which is why I think I'm having such a hard time in coming up with what happens here. So I think I'm just gonna start a blank page and just throw in bullet points for the next couple of days. Honestly, I think I won't even come back to this page for a few days, and just allow myself to throw in bullet points unless I think of something that's like concrete and I'm like, oh, that's good, then I'll throw that one in here. But like, I think I'm just gonna bullet point for a while to just think about different things that can happen and different reasonings why they're happening and what they're gonna lead to. So hey, at least I started it. At least I have an idea. I also feel like there's probably gonna be more than 8, but like, this is just the basis. I feel like 8 is enough, but this is still just the basis, so we can always add more. Hello friends, it is late. Actually, it's 6:40ish, and I've had the day. I had skating, obviously, and then I came home, did homework, realized I did extra homework because I hadn't read the instructions, and it was like, oh, pick one of these things to do, and I thought we had to do both of them, so I did both of them, and then I only submitted one because you only had to do one, so whatever. And then I did my Google shopping certificate and I got it. I told you it would have been fine. I got an 84%. It's not great, but like, whatever. I'm also annoyed that it doesn't show you any demonstrations or anything, so I passed the test, I have the certification, but I have no idea how to do it. So I'm going on Skillshare so I can kind of like figure it out and like at least witness someone doing it. What else did I do today? Oh, I did a little bit of work, and then I had my class, which was fine. We had a guest speaker and she was like totally nice. And then I started editing. Edited for about 40 minutes. So I got through like half, a little bit more, a little bit, tiny bit more than half of chapter 17. Yesterday I did 188 words. So I added all of 24 words. I was at 212 when I started today. So I just got that up. We're like almost at 1200 edited, but I'm a little tired. I'm definitely gonna do more. I definitely need to finish chapter 17. I only have like 850 words left. Like, it's not a lot. I can do that in like half an hour, but I'm gonna give myself a break because I can tell I need it. But yeah, the goal is also to do chapter 18, not all of it, but like at least start chapter 18 today. Hello friends. Who's surprised? Literally no one that I did not go back to editing. Whatever. I did though post on my Instagram story. I was just like, hey, I have a YouTube, which is like, it's not something I'm ashamed of, obviously not, but like, it's just something that's weird. Like, it's weird for me to tell people in my life, like telling people in my life about writing. I think the only people who know are like family, and by that I mean like my mom, because I mentioned it to her a couple of weeks ago that I was gonna publish, and she was like she would always call and I'd be like, what are you doing? I'd be like writing, or I'd be like editing, and she would kind of brush it off because she didn't know what I meant by that. But like, I told her a couple weeks ago that I'm gonna be opening an LLC and I'm gonna be publishing my books, and I mean, obviously she had nothing bad to say about it, and I don't expect anyone in my life to say anything bad about it. My YouTube, I don't expect anybody to say anything bad about it. I don't expect them to watch the videos. It doesn't hurt me if they don't or anything like that, but I posted on my story and I was like, hey, you guys do not have to watch the videos, but like, if you could just go subscribe, just like get me to 5 subscribers. I'm not at 5 subscribers because my friends are fake, but like my brother, one of my friends, instantly went and did it, so I feel like I should get another 3 easily. Like, just 3 more friends would have to do it, or family members. But that's gonna get me to 5, which is the bare minimum you need to be on Social Blade, because right now if you go on Social Blade, that's my page, it says like you're not gonna pop up, And let me tell you, I want it to pop up. Basically, my thing is I really love analytics, like learning about how things are doing or like what rate it's at or anything like that. I love it. I was about to sign up for a social blue book, not because I'm trying to get sponsorships or anything. I'm not trying to make money off of it or anything right now, but I was just curious. I was like, I'm just like out of curiosity, how much would it be? Because I thought it was free. It's not free. It may have been free at one point, but it's not free anymore. It's like $15-$20 a month, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not even making that much off of YouTube. Like, so YouTube wouldn't even be paying for itself. So I'm not gonna do that. Oh, we just went up to 3. Oh, I don't know who it is, because YouTube is also not informing me when people do it. So I don't know who it is, but we just went up to 3. I'm telling you, I should be able to get to 5 pretty simply. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, but I'm just trying to get to the analytics portion because, oh my god, I love that. Which, another thing I do based on my writing, I like basically write out every single month how much I'm writing. It's really basic right now. Like, I haven't actually created Excel sheets for it or anything like that. Let me tell you, by the end of this year, I will be creating an Excel sheet based off this. But right now, it's kind of just like what day I did it on, how much, and which project it was, and all that. And then you get the total at the bottom. Really basic right now. But doing this, one, I get to see my numbers. I get to see how much I'm doing every day, how much I'm doing every month. But the end of this year is going to be such a great time to see all that. This all to say, it's 9:40 exactly. And I did not go back to editing. It's like I just have 850, something like that, words to edit. So part of me is like, I'll convince myself later. But then realistically, I'm like, I'm not gonna convince myself. So we'll see. I might convince myself. I don't know. But I'm just gonna end this off here and say, if you watched this part, thank you for watching. And if you'd like to subscribe, if we're already past 5, let's get to 10. Let's double that number. And just subscribe, you know, and then like this video if you like to. Comment down below whether or not you like analytics, like whether or not you like to see just a number, because I know not everybody's a numbers person, and I'm not a numbers person in terms of like calculus or anything like that, but give me that data and I'm like, oh my god.